What's going on, y'all? We starting back up with season 2 of Vinyl and Vibes, and on the first episode, we have none other than KB for real herself, K Bryant in the building. What's going on with you?
Hi, how are you? Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming through.
I'm
Definitely
excited.
ready. Absolutely, I'm ready to get into these records. You feel me? I'm trying to see what your tastes involve. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go ahead and get right into it, y'all. Curious to know what you about to come across, because
Okay, first of all, Erykah Badu.
everybody goes for wait, which
But
that
she's-
was the one with window seat though, right? That's the one with
No,
oh, that's the one with the healer. My bad. Oh,
the healer is like that, and telephone.
telephone is cold.
Erykah Badu just reminds me of my mom. Like she loves Erykah Badu, and they both Pisces. So I'm like, okay, girl.
Okay,
But I feel like I grew up on that.
I rock with that. Okay, so what's your favorite Erykah album?
I don't know, the one that's like purple.
I'll say you talking about part 2. That was part 2 with window seat.
Okay, yes.
I know what you. Yeah, new Erykah or new America. However the hell you say that.
First of all, Beyonce. I'm just going to assume that
Got
not
it.
every album is here just because people bought them.
Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty busy spot. I ain't gonna hold you, but they do a good job of keeping a rotation. You know what I'm saying?
But they got B-Day.
Shop at Byrdland Records, by the way.
Shout out to Byrdland.
But
Beyonce
B-Day,
B-Day.
that early Beyonce, that shit hit different. I'm not gonna hold you. She had some hits early on. Not to say that she didn't ever stop putting out hits, but as she progressed, we
She
noticed
just in
that
a different time. Yeah.
right, it was really, really experimental. She was starting to
Mm-hmm.
hop into different genres and stuff, especially with all of the latest Act albums that she put out.
Mm-hmm. And I love everyone. Oh my God, I can't wait for Act 3. But B-Day, I love this album so much. It's like a staple. This is like she came out the gate swinging. Like Freakum Dress. What? Kitty Cat? Yeah. All that.
I like the self-titled album. If I'm
Self-titled. Do you like the surprise drop?
I like the surprise. I'm a fan. Hold on. I'm glad that you brought that up because I like the surprise drop, but I don't like that everybody thinks that they can do it.
Exactly. It's reserved for Beyonce. Respectfully.
Beyonce and company. I gotta give like.
I don't know. I don't even know who's the in company. It's just like
because when GNX dropped, it dropped out of the blue.
Okay, I can give that,
You get
but
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like Kendrick is my fave. But I feel like, I mean, it will work because Kendrick is like a superstar rapper. Like we don't really have many of those. But at the same time, I feel like that worked because he was in controversy. I don't see him being able to like really run it up how he did if he did another surprise drop. Like that's probably even
Okay.
surprising for me to
Okay.
say because like I be
That
standing
is-
him.
Okay, that's very surprising because I got my little list of people who can like surprise drop. Anyway, I put Beyonce up in there, Kendrick up in there. I'd even throw in Tyler the Creator for sure.
Okay.
I gotta say, because when Tyler the Creator dropped, when Tap the Glass, Don't Tap the Glass drop, that came out of nowhere, hit number 1.
I think it's going to hit number 1 regardless because like if you have a big fan base, they're going to listen to it. But are they going to continue to listen to like Young Thug hit number 1? I don't know how much replay value it's going to have, you know? But like when Beyonce do it, she going to do it. If it's a surprise drop, self-titled video to every song, you know, it's like
That's
the marketing
true.
is still there.
I do believe that you got to hit a certain level of stardom before you can actually surprise drop everybody and shake up the game. And not everybody can do that. And I think that because they saw that being the norm, everybody thought that that was kind of like the standard for the industry. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Brandy. Now that
This is actually my favorite person.
she
Like
was
one
my
of my
first
favorite.
video crush. I'm not gonna
Really?
hold you. She was my first video crush.
Brandy is so tea.
Yes.
I love her. She's really like the vocal Bible. And I like how
Yes.
like all of the new R&B acts are coming out and saying that they're really inspired by Brandy. I think
Yes.
that she is ahead of her time with like her vocal stacking and layering and all of those things.
And I'm glad that she's starting to be in the conversation more is because I didn't hear that enough until recently. Like I want to say like the last 2-3 years, and she deserves all her flowers. Like in the early
Yes.
2000s, she ran things heavy.
No,
Like,
facts.
okay, so you definitely strongly opinionated. I'm not gonna hold you. Like you standing on business about what you're saying. Okay.
I am.
So let me go ahead and ask you this. What is something music-wise that everybody needs to be more real about?
Um,
I had to ask your own question on you. You get what I'm saying?
And it's always like when people ask him, like, I don't know. But surprise drops, I guess. But also I feel like the fans, what people should be more real about is like just enjoy the music and like stop in arguments like bringing up charts. No shade.
Nah, throw the shade. Throw the shade. Throw the whole tree. For real. I think that's important. Like it was a lot more fun when people kind of knew how things work but weren't as
invested.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why are we starting to grade rollouts as fan bases?
Mm-hmm.
Just enjoy the experience. If it's a bad experience, you know that it's a bad experience when you feel it. If it just feels like it was just put together, nobody wants to outrightly say it, but you feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Versus,
I love Ciara. Did you listen to this album?
You know, it's crazy. I did. Controversial. I don't know about Ciara's sound as of recent. It just started to feel a little too Target storish.
Maybe because she got kids.
And that's cool. I don't hate. I don't hate. It's because I do understand it's the evolution of sound for people. You know what I mean? That's her bag. I don't want to hate on her and act like she don't make good music. You know,
fangirling if I see Ciara. I love her.
Like when she I heard her up on that JID album that just dropped, that God Does Like Ugly, and him and her had Skate. That was hard. Like I like her and her ATL sound for sure.
Yeah.
But other than that, when things start going more into the pop lane for her these days, it's like it's just missing that spark. It's missing that spark. It's like, I don't know. Nah, I'm not gonna make that comparison. That's wild. Actually, I am. It's like if
Actually, I am.
Actually, I am. Like, what do I got to lose? And I love her, but it's like if Eve was to get back in her bag. Not to say that she can't make good music, but the closest that I think we would get as far as her getting into her signature sound is more tambourine.
Yeah. Okay. I see where you're going.
You get what I'm saying? Not blow your mind, or like who's that girl? I don't think we'll ever get that from her again.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing about Ciara, because when Ciara first dropped, we got goodies. We got. And
the videos was crazy.
The videos was wild.
Oh my God.
The videos was wild. She, man, put her on a candy paint Chevy. She sold the whole video. Okay, all right, bet. So you definitely have a long history of not only working around content creation, but also music. I realized that you had some experience working as an A&R coordinator for LVRN, which I think that is super crazy. Like, not a lot of people can say that they got to work alongside a Black boutique label. You get what I'm saying? I love to hear about, how your time was working there.
Yeah. LVRN, that was my first industry job.
Okay.
More context. I was in the military. So like during my time there, I was like, I have to figure out what I like to do. So I realized how much like I like music actually. So I got out, moved to LA, and then I was working at LA Reid's label at first, Heaux, his new label.
Okay.
And then it was like an internship. So then from that's when I met Justice. And then me and him just became like really cool, and we talked about music a lot. So then he hired me. And I feel like my experience there, it taught me a lot. And I think that it's cool, like what they built for like Black music and R&B specifically, like Summer Walker, Black, like they had their run for sure. Well, they're still having their run. But I started off as A&R, but then I quickly realized that I actually really like to tell stories and be a part of stories. So I moved more so towards marketing and creative. And I think that was kind of like better suited over there. So I did a lot of rollouts and just like fun stuff, like content ideas for like partnerships that they can do. Like they did a really cool cypher with Spotify, and they were the first label to do that. So that was really fun. Yeah, like stuff like that.
Okay.
They had the rappers singing.
Okay. Party Next Door is still wild for this. I just want to say,
very wild.
You's a wild boy for this. Great album, but you's a wild
What's your
boy.
favorite song from that album?
No Chill. I think that's everybody's favorite. But
I
That's
like
not
No Chill and Make It to the Morning.
okay. Bad. I'm more of a
Yeah,
gotta get into
exactly.
it. Gotta get it. We was okay. This is a common conversation that we always have up on the show. Michael Jackson or Prince?
Michael Jackson.
Okay. Okay. But that's fair. That's fair because it's always a 50-50 thing. You'd be surprised on how many
And
people
I love
go
Prince.
back and forth.
Adorn by Prince. No, yeah, Adore or Adorn.
I know exactly what you're talking
Crazy.
about.
And Pop Life, crazy.
That's a wedding song. That needs to be talked about more. Adore by Prince is a top 10 wedding song.
Yeah. I'm add that to my playlist.
Like that's if I ever gotta be like crying in the rain for my shorty.
You putting that on?
That's
with the
real
boombox.
I was about to say that's real boombox. That's boombox music. We need Shed a Tear music again. If you know Adore by Prince, y'all. Oh my gosh. All right. See,
Janet Jackson. I'm taking these home with me. Potentially.
You know ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love Janet. She is such an icon, like in every way.
I feel that. I like everybody. She's not talked about enough either.
Song lyrics.
Yeah.
Everything. It's like what? Like
all of these girls she come from Janet. Like royalty though.
Yeah.
Like her and Michael. I wish her and Michael like put out a whole album and like folk and like maybe had a couple of collabs. But I wish we would have got that Janet Michael album.
Yeah.
That would have been tough.
That would have been fire. I feel like they was on their way.
Yeah.
Damn. Shout out to Scream. That music video was crazy.
Nah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, damn, when Screen dropped, that shit was hard. Okay, all right. But, okay, so one more question I got about your time there, because you said that you had started switching over to rollouts. I'm curious to know, like, what's something that you had kind of learned about coordinating and handling album rollouts that most people from the outside looking in wouldn't realize or account for?
That is a lot of moving, like, steps. Like, it's a lot of people involved in rollouts. Like, it's so many different departments within marketing. Like, you have social, and then you have digital, who just focuses on like advertisement, and then like but advertisements that you see like on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and then you also have like out of home stuff. So out of home is like the people who put up the billboards outside, or when you see like random posters and stuff like that, that's like out of home. Then you have street teams. I think it's just like a lot of moving parts, and then also sometimes like getting the artists to do things is hard. So with all of these people involved, and then trying to work around like the artist's schedule and their mood, and if they even want to do it, sometimes it's like, oh, what happened to this rollout, or such and such could have did more, and it's like it's a lot of moving parts. Maybe they didn't want to do it. Maybe their team did present the idea to them, they didn't want to do it. Like
some people just be not feeling it. Like I get one. I don't know if you saw it, but Earl Sweatshirt, he did his whole album rollout, and his label had put together a nice little album rollout event, like an album release party, and he decided to troll everybody, and he pretty much like got somebody that clearly doesn't look like him, but trained the dude to, I guess, act like him. So when it was time for the party, the dude was pretty much acting like he was Earl Sweatshirt. So the DJ introduced him and everything, and so the whole crowd looking around and it's like, what the hell? But I get it. Like,
and he probably told his label like 10 times at that point that he didn't want to do it.
That's exactly what he said in the interview. Like, I'm not feeling it. I don't like doing it. That's real.
Yeah, a lot of artists don't like doing promotion. I understand, but we have to get better at promoting your things. That's why they want to do the surprise drops all the time, so they don't got to do nothing.
You feel me? Because not everybody tries to rely upon like their music, which is important. The music is important, but you can't bank on the music just being this word of mouth thing that everybody's just supposed to catch on to by lightning in a bottle moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, and not everybody can do that.
To be for real about.
Right.
So, exactly.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jazmine Sullivan. Hotels. Love that album.
I didn't like that album. I love Jazmine Sullivan. Yeah. I didn't. It was too pick me. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go. Oh, wow. Like, that's crazy.
I don't know what let me see the track.
Maybe we were hearing about it. Maybe we were listening to it differently, because the reason why I liked it is just because of the storytelling.
Okay, the storytelling was cool, but it's like, why are we telling those stories, Jazmine? I'm sorry, you too grown. Girls Like Me featuring her, I hated that. I hated that. Why are you making a song about other like not getting chose?
I think that
Choose another nigga.
but you are absolutely right. You know what?
Sorry, can we cuss?
You can cuss.
No.
Fuck it. No, but that's real. I get it. I get it. And the main joints that I liked upon there was Pick Up Your Feelings and what was it? The joint with Anderson. Yeah, the joint with Anderson Pot, that the price tags, I was fucking with that heavy. And I like the interludes. But I can get what you're saying just because I'm listening to it from a different lens. Like one of my favorite albums, period, that I was looking at earlier, Ari Lennox, Shea Butter Baby. It's like one of my favorite albums.
Okay.
But not everybody looks at that joint the same way. You get what I'm saying?
How do you look at it?
I like it for its musicality, and I like it because of its jazz themes. Like my favorite song from her of all time, it's not a lot of people's favorites, is Static. It's like the ending of it.
Okay, I like that song too. I like that
Right.
song. I like Chicago Boy. I think Ari, she do her thing. And
Yeah.
her voice is gorgeous.
But I do realize that people look at it from a different lens because with that particular song, I always thought for the longest that it was a love song. Like it was a love song towards somebody. It was like one of those, I thought it was like one of those marriage songs again. But really it was just a song about herself. And the same case went with SZA in her song Garden off of Control. I always thought that was about somebody else, but that was genuinely like a love letter to herself.
Yeah.
So, you know,
This songwriting is crazy.
This songwriting is insane.
I can't wait to see her in like Songwriter Hall of Fame. She deserved that.
Yes.
And she brings something new to the table too, personally. Like I think that she's a student of Mariah Carey, but then it's like just being in our generation, I feel like she's so heavily inspired by rap. And she can come up with like different pockets.
Crazy metaphors too.
Yeah.
Hot take. I was so mad when Control dropped.
Why?
Because I knew the shift was coming. I got onto her like early on.
Yeah.
And I loved her from her first project. As soon as Control came out, I was like, all right, cool. Like, well, there you go. Like, now she up out of here. I got to share it with the rest of the world. It was like,
you toxic. Wait, I didn't even see this, Kaylani.
Yeah.
I love this cover art so bad.
Nah, word.
This is really cool. Some of my friends wrote on this project. Shout out to Reggie Beckton. You should interview him. He's from the DMV as well.
Okay. Reggie, we need you up on the show. Holla at us. You get what I'm saying? Tap in. Vinyl and Vibes.
Yeah. I really like this album.
Absolutely. Speaking of show, because we've been going through all these records. We've been on the show here talking about your story and stuff. We ain't even getting a KB for real. You get what I'm saying?
Let's be for real about that.
You get what I'm saying? We need to be for real about it. Let's go ahead and get into the story. You started back in summer of 2023 when it started dropping?
Yes.
Okay, so what led you into creating your own show?
What led me to creating my own show, KB For Real, is, like I said, like I like to tell stories. And I just feel like I started off in A&R. That kind of felt like a rat race of like the telling stories part, moved in more so towards marketing. And then within marketing, one of the things that I think that I'm really good at is just like content. So I noticed that a lot of artists don't like doing interviews and like content and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm gonna make my own show. Like, and it's gonna be what I know that they will do because I work with so many artists.
Right.
So it started just as like one question, and it's just like we was talking about off camera, like people not asking like the obvious things, or maybe not obvious, but it's like how you put things together that are just like fun, and it's just a question that nobody has asked them.
Right, keep it relatable, but something that they never heard before to keep them on their toes. I can feel that.
So yeah, so the show started doing really well, and then I added another layer of the show with fan trivia, where basically I go to concerts and like ask to see if the fans like know their favorite artists for real.
Okay.
And that, I think that portion of the show is the fan favorite, and it actually started because I didn't get tickets to a Victoria Monét show, and I was sick about that for real. And I was like, who a bigger Victoria Monét fan than me? I'm finna find out. But what y'all talking about? What y'all know? Who beat me in the Ticketmaster queue?
Nah, them Ticketmaster queues be crazy. You be winning 6,596. It's like, yo, the queue just opened up like 5 minutes ago.
Come on.
I feel that.
Like they got what's going on? I couldn't even get tickets to Mariah the Scientist. I had
that's crazy.
I had the little pre-coded everything. Like I have beef with Ticketmaster.
Yeah, I can feel that.
So yeah, that's how the show started. And
okay, what's been some of your
this album?
This album is actually good. I actually loved this joint because it kind of gave her more of a comeback album feeling.
Yeah, this is her first album back from saying that she's retired.
Yeah, like her time in good music, it felt like we wasted a lot of valuable time.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like how they did her. I'll be quite honest. Her time in good music, it felt like we wasted her prime years. That wasn't fair.
Well, I love to see her come back. She's great. Like she's an amazing person. She's such a visionary. I love Tiana.
Okay. So before we wrap up, I'm curious to know, what do we have in store for KB For Real season 2? You know, looking back at, you know, your best moments from that first season, what are you now looking at and saying, I'm ready to go ahead and really hit the gas and go all in on this particular segment, or switching up a certain style of how the show goes? Like, what do you have in mind for it?
Season 2, you can expect more interviews, longer conversations, and interviews outside of only music artists. So we have people that work behind the scenes, people that work in fashion industries, beauty industries, you know. We expand into everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big diversification. Okay, I'll rock with it. All right, bet. Well, I think that, you know, I didn't pretty much hit the end of the records over here.
Right, I kind of stopped right here, but I was seeing what you was pulling.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the album with Pop Life. The Prince Pop Life, y'all. Listen to that. It's good.
Don't sleep on Prince. Don't ever hate on Prince. If you do, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like how Julius was popping up at Everybody Hates Chris, everywhere Marvel was, in the shower, in the court, on the sidewalk. Talk about Prince, I'm gonna be there. We on that.
He said, no, well, we see what side he was on.
Paisley Park gang up in here. I'm not even from Minnesota. Oh, right. Man. All right, well, that pretty much concludes the episode. I really appreciate you coming through. Thank you. This was a dope conversation, and I can't wait to see what you got in store for KB For Real. Thank you. Gotta keep tell us what we gotta be real about. We gotta keep that thing going. For real.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you for having me on. Bye, everybody.
Absolutely. And this is Kalen from Pass the Ox. We signing off with KB Bryant. Tune in to KB For Real season 2 coming soon. And we out this piece.